Angel alert! SunWest is continuing to slash turn times. Just weeks after announcing the 1-hour condition review time, SunWest is reviewing over 70% of conditions in under 40 minutes. From wherever you're at, drop your conditions into Morgan and don't miss a minute. At SunWest, we're continuously innovating because we believe your true home is always with it.
Loan originators at SunWest are free from origination details and stress. You too can be limitless and have it all. We don't have a pyramid of layers, and all of the commission is yours. All I want to do is make you money.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Mike Savino. Even judges can't agree on what to do with the CFPB's regulations while we wait for the Supreme Court to weigh in on the agency's budget. We'll have more on that coming up, but first, let's take a look at how you can make your workplace feel more inclusive. The industry has certainly made a lot of progress in recent years, and yet women and people of color sometimes still feel like they're not valued equally. So how can we change that? Well, NMP staff writer Katie Jensen got some tips from an NMP insider in this edition of Ask an Expert.
There is still kind of this idea that pervades that in a lot of areas of the mortgage industry, it's still kind of like this boys' club.
Erica LaCentra has been in the mortgage industry for 10 years. She's seen a lot of progress, but she will still have to do more work to make sure the industry is inclusive to everyone.
There's still the majority of people being profiled are going to be older white men. So giving a platform for more of those individuals to showcase the skill sets they have.
In her latest column in NMP Magazine, LaCentra lays out ways to fix the problem. And it starts with making sure everyone feels like they have a voice and a place in your company.
But recognizing that, people bring certain skill sets to the table.
This includes giving everyone the chance to showcase their talents. LaCentra says she knows what it's like to not feel valued.
Especially being a woman in the industry, having my ideas discounted for a very long time, whether that was because of my age or my gender, whatever.
While we continue to see progress in the industry, LaCentra says inappropriate behavior and comments remain pervasive at work-related out-of-office events.
What I've seen over the past 10 years is it's kind of like it happens and what the heck are you supposed to do?
The solution? Make sure everyone feels like they can speak up, both at events themselves and when everyone returns to the office, and hold people accountable for their actions.
To be able to feel like something is going to come out of this or there's going to be some sort of repercussions for people.
You can read more about LaCentra's advice in the current issue of NMP Magazine, available at nmpmag.com. For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Katie Jensen.
Thanks, Katie. And while you're there, check out our tips on how to grow your business using TikTok. The best part? You don't have to dance to see any results. The first thing you need to do is to establish yourself as an authority figure. Show off your expertise by engaging with your audience and answering their questions. And you want to have a clear face for your company. It can be you, maybe a marquee product, whatever you want identified with your company. Already have an audience somewhere else, maybe on LinkedIn? Well, don't forget to cross-promote and be sure to link to your business in your bio. Now, if you want some different ways to create content, one way is to go live, or maybe show your audience who you really are with some day-in-the-life posts. And one way to make your post more fun is to use the latest trending sounds. You can also reach your customers by using hashtags aimed at your intended audience. But perhaps the most important thing you can do is to make posts regularly, as often as 3 times a day. For more insight on how to reach new customers, go to nmpmag.com. Coming up, we take a look at the ongoing confusion as we wait for the Supreme Court to weigh in on the CFPB's budget.
Morgan of SunWest Mortgage is here to change the world of loan originations forever. From sending updates to your clients to allowing you more time, you can do it all in a simple chat. You no longer have to struggle with documents. All you need to do is select the files and upload them, and they're submitted in an instant along with your loan file. With SunWest, your true home is always within.
Welcome back. While we wait for the U.S. Supreme Court to weigh in on whether the CFPB's budget is constitutional, judges around the country continue to disagree on what to do with past rulings. Take the Ninth Circuit, where a judge recently pointed to this budget question as a reason to vacate a ruling against mortgage servicer Nationwide Biweekly Administration. The CFPB won an $8 million judgment back in 2017 after suing the Ohio-based servicer over claims that the company used deceptive tactics to promote its interest minimizer program. A judge found Nationwide guilty of misleading consumers about its affiliation with their mortgage lenders and the amount that borrowers could save. But an appellate judge is now ordering the lower court to revisit this case after vacating the ruling, and he pointed to several constitutional questions about the CFPB that have come up since that 2017 ruling. One of those is the case currently before the Supreme Court. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals struck down a CFPB rule last year saying Congress cannot hand over its power of the purse to the Federal Reserve. A date for arguments before the Supreme Court has not been set. Now, in other circuits, we've seen judges decide to put cases on hold while we wait and see what the Supreme Court will do. In that Nationwide case, the appellate judge also pointed to a 2020 Supreme Court ruling that it's unconstitutional to not let the president remove the CFPB directors from office. And finally, we're on the lookout for the best originators in California. So if you think you should make that cast, let us know. Nominate yourself or a colleague for best LOs and brokers in the Golden State. 2022 was certainly a challenging year, but you kept grinding and you overcame it. Now's the time to celebrate making a splash. Nominees must be licensed in California, and the deadline for submissions is February 10th. Honorees will be recognized in an upcoming issue of our new California Broker magazine and will be featured on this show. We'll be right back with what else is interesting today.
I had to watch him go from so capable to a different person altogether, and it was really hard. We're hoping that this message gets to veterans out there who are in similar struggles. That's how fast SunWest worked. It was truly amazing. It makes me very happy to know that there's a company out there that cares so much, that they go through so much to help, because we never expected this. Never.
SunWest understands that your success is built one family at a time. Visit sunwestpartners.com.
Welcome back. Here's what else is interesting today. We all hate being audited by the IRS, but even there, it seems like some people are getting some unfair treatment. A new study from Stanford University found Black taxpayers are 3 to 5 times more likely to be audited than non-Black taxpayers. The study determined that the main reason is the IRS's focus on the Earned Income Tax Credit, a break for low to moderate income households. But even among filers who claim this credit, Black taxpayers were still 3 to 4 times more likely to be audited. For more on these and all of today's stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.